Troy Deeney, welcome to Birmingham City Football Club. It's a place that you know more than most. I imagine I know it's been a crazy few days. Sum it up for us.
Yeah, it's been hectic to say the least. All kind of gathered pace from Friday. Met the gaffer and Craig, had a chat with them about the ambition of the club and what they wanted to do in the short term. Because obviously everyone could talk about the 5-year plan and all of that, but 5 years from now I'll probably be retired. So it was more like what we're doing this year, what's the expectation, and we had a good football chat, and it made me think, this could be the perfect time to come home. More pressure on myself, obviously, as we've all spoke about, but for me it's about delivering for my own self, and what better way to do that than put yourself under immense pressure.
Yeah, well, everyone knows this is a club that means a hell of a lot to you, supported your life, it's been well documented. But how important was timing here? Because you seem to be linked with this football club every single time a transfer window opens.
Yeah, I was linked for about 6 years straight, I think, and it was crazy really, because I don't know where those stories kind of came from. I think it was some bad PR on your part, but it was one of those things where everyone was always wishing it into existence, I think, more than it actually being a standard thing. And if you'd have asked me a week ago, I would have said it's still off. But perfect crossroads, I think, is the way to describe it. I think it's a good time for the club, most importantly, and then for myself. And we was able to sort something out that worked for the club long term. I didn't want to be one of those people that was stuck into a contract like players in the past on huge figures, and club suffering because of it. So there was some of that to be worked out, and then we had fun. I think Saturday I was in here Saturday I got my knees checked and the scans and all that. Sunday was the medical. Monday we was having fun with the PR of it, and I think it's something that really got the city engaged with the football club again, and my job now is to keep them engaged.
You managed to reply to all those messages because it looked like your phone was blowing up on Monday. Yeah,
it went mad. I managed to get to the bottom of WhatsApps. I've got iMessage and Instagram to get through now, so give me about 4 days and I'll get to it. But honestly, it's just good. Like the social media response has been great. I don't think there's been anyone that's been negative about it, and I hope everyone understands. I don't like talking about it, but money. It's not about money. It's about delivering and trust me, I had a lot more offers with a lot more zeros on the end that would have been more financially beneficial, but this is the one I think that helps us, and I say us as a collective, me and the team. So if I can deliver, which I expect I will, then we'll be right in the mix.
The gaffer spoke about the fact that he hasn't brought you here because you're a fan as a token gesture. He's brought you here because what you're going to add to this group of players and this football club. What's he had to say to you on a personal level as we sit here on day one?
Excuse me. No, and I think that's a key thing that he said as well, because I wouldn't come here for that. I'd be off in Miami tanning myself, and instead of coming here for one season in this. I know Birmingham's a lovely place, but the weather's not the best, is it? So we're here day one. I really enjoyed it. Got to know people, but this is the start. I think the first couple of days are about feeling each other out. The gaffer, has said to everyone, it's about raising the standards, which I think is important. And my job is to help, but not step on anyone's toes. I think, when the gaffer gives me the green light to go full steam ahead, then I will do. But for now, it's to show my quality on the pitch. Guys, some of the younger players, had a chat with Dion earlier. With Chucks as well, trying to get them to understand what it requires to be a professional long term. I think when you're younger, a little arm around your shoulder just to say, like, this is what you have to do and this is what the club needs, is good for them and also for myself.
I know you've put in a lot of work on your conditioning and fitness in recent times. How are you?
Well, thank you.
As you're sitting here,
you saying
now,
I look good.
How do you feel, mate, as you sit here now?
I'm knackered now. Funny enough, we got put through a good session earlier, but I feel really good. I genuinely feel real good. It helps that I only live 20 minutes away as well, so more time in bed, more time to rest, and just not in the car for 4 hours at a time. I think I'm expecting good things, and I hope that Blues fans can see, the benefits of Troy that's focused. And I've been written off. Everyone thinks I'm at this, OAP level of football where I'm walking around with a walking stick. Well, I'm here to hit people with the stick and make sure you understand that my career is far from over, and I'm very serious about football.
Yeah, you've been a fan in the stands for some big moments here at the football club. You're thinking, lifting trophies and huge games at St Andrews. How good a place can Birmingham City be when it gets going?
It could be the best, and that's kind of like a war cry to fans. But we need you back. Obviously, that would be something that we would have to do with the stadium, and obviously we're working hard towards that. But once it is open, fans have an expectation. The way you put expectation on the players to deliver, we need you to be out on the pitch, out in the stand. Sorry, and if we can fill it up, that will be the equaliser for me. We're not going to compete with Fulham on a spending category, even West Brom, but we can compete with making it a real tough place to play. Get the fans involved. The fans give the players a nice platform to perform, but also expectation, because I think we need that. And from that, we deliver. And imagine you got to come to St Andrews on a Tuesday, Wednesday night, and it's rocking and it's cold, and we're bang at it. You don't want to be there. I want to hear, the old one when they're saying replacing number what and who. I want to hear that banging all the way through. So, yeah. And when I score my first goal, if the roof's still on that place, I won't be happy.
Very finally, it's been a real solid start to the season. Lots of optimism under Lee Bowyer. Continued where he left off last season. What can we achieve this year? You said you haven't got time to wait around. The clock's ticking. What can we achieve? Promotion.
That's what we have to do. The aim at the minute while the chances are open is for first and second. And everyone's going to go, oh, Troy, you're talking nonsense. But you have to aim high to achieve high. And then if we miss out on that, we'll be in the playoffs. But if we say we're going to go, oh, let's try and get sixth and we fall short, it's just been a waste of time. So I want us to really push for the top places. Loads of games, as you say, we started off really well. I watched the game against Barnsley, could have won 5-1. We were pinned in their half for about 20 minutes in the second half. So it's about creating chances, and I hope that my addition adds not only adds quality but adds pressure and expectation to other players. So it might be, let's say, Scotty Hogan, for example. He goes through and he goes, I'm going to score now, because he knows if you don't, I might be on the bench, for example. Just something like that, which makes everybody else get better. And if my experience can help around the training ground, shooting drills and not patronising anyone, but maybe try this or maybe do that, because I've obviously also got my coaching badges as well, so I know what I'm talking about. So it's one of those things where I just try and bring everybody on, but I want the chances to fall to me, because I know I don't miss.
It's been a hell of a long time coming, Troy, but it's great to finally have you here.
Thank you for having me.